Welcome to the Geek Mythology Podcast. This is episode 14, and as you can see, our faces are here.
Yay!
For the first
This
time ever.
is the first video podcast. If you're listening on the audio podcast,
it's a
then
dual
you can
video
listen
and audio.
to the audio podcast or the video podcast. We don't care.
Or
We
both
wanted to
at
do
the same time.
That's
Yes.
right.
Because everyone needs
Simultaneously,
twice as much
yeah.
audio.
Or maybe you could just listen to the video podcast because it contains the audio from this
Yes,
podcast.
that was
Then
a
what's
joke.
I just wanted to be
then
the
what's
obvious
the point of the audio podcast?
for people
For
not
people
to
that-
watch us.
Like some
Blind
podcasts,
people,
some,
for blind
no,
people
some podcasts have
who
video
love
podcasts,
video games.
and I listen to them in the car because obviously
Is
I
that
can't watch the
politically
video entire
incorrect to
time.
make blind jokes?
I don't know what you would. I missed the whole joke.
As you
Never
can
mind.
see,
Sorry,
Andy G
for
has
our
a beard.
blind watchers.
And it
Yeah.
apparently it's an unspoken rule for someone
Who
to at least
knew?
have a beard
Where did this
in
come
the
from?
podcast. Next week, Lel will have a beard,
Yeah, mine was really patchy this morning, so I shaved it all off. But next week,
Good idea.
and the
I'll
week
leave it.
after that,
Yeah.
Tara will have a beard.
I always have a beard. It's just invisible.
And then Toby can't grow a beard.
I can't grow a beard
Yeah.
because beard.
He has, yeah.
It's okay.
If you're listening to the audio podcast, thank you for
It'll
tuning
grow
in.
on his
Subscribe to
chest.
us right now.
You can, if you're at home and listening to the audio podcast, don't know why, because you could be looking at us and our faces being
No, we
awkward
gotta- no,
on
they're-
YouTube
they're
instead.
More than welcome to listen to us.
Yeah,
on the
where's the
podcast.
link to the YouTube?
The
video, 'cause
YouTube-
for the people that are listening to the audio version.
You can go Geek Mythology PC.
http://
Yeah, how about all I wrote was www.youtube.com/user/geekmythologypc is our YouTube
/watch question mark 3962
187.
It's gonna go to
24.
porn. I have no doubt in my mind it goes to fetish porn.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, what an introduction this has been. Of course,
Anyway,
this.
if you're on our YouTube channel,
Yeah.
click subscribe.
Hit that subscribe button
Yeah.
and hit
Yay,
that like
subscribe.
button.
Like, subscribe.
If you tell us that you
Hashtag
like video
us.
podcasts, we'll appreciate that. Because look at the effort we went through.
That
Make
one
ourselves look good for
particularly.
you.
big things.
And our set. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway. So this is, of course, the Geek Mythology Podcast. And we start this podcast with a little game we call Power. Playing, watching, reading. And guess who gets to start first? Not you.
No one knows.
It's Tara.
Oh, thank
You
God.
have-
going-
You're here
yeah.
with the power, and we're just like, who, Toby, please. Okay. What am I playing, watching, reading this week? Playing. I finished Octodad. Finally got 100% on that. I didn't have to play over bits that I thought I was gonna have to play over again. And I have just started Child of Light, but I'm not very far into it. I'm only about 40 minutes in, and that's all I've been playing. And then watching wise, I watched a miniseries called Fallen that has Bryan Cranston as Lucifer.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that's
Cool.
a thing that got cancelled a while ago, but I watched it anyway. And now I'm watching
Another
Dark
cancer
Angel.
show that you bring
Yeah,
back from
this
the
is
dead.
this is my thing at the moment. I'm only watching cancelled shows. So I'm watching Dark Angel at the moment, which is Jessica Alba.
Yeah,
created
yeah,
by
I
James
remember.
Cameron.
Yeah.
2 seasons.
Yeah.
Great. I'm only like 2 episodes in, but it's brilliant. And that's about it for
What about-
watching. And I'm not
and
reading
reading?
anything. No, I should be reading stuff, but I'm not this week.
Yeah, because your
Book club's coming up.
Club's coming up,
Book
yeah.
club's coming up, and I haven't started the book, but I'm going to do that
Eventually.
soon.
Just stay quiet, and if anyone asks for your opinion, just be like, I'm moderating. Come on.
That's
guys.
what I do every
Yeah.
time. Because I read the book the day of, and I never finish it.
You get the
Now
gist.
Maud knows your
Just read
secret.
the back.
She
Yeah, you
knows.
read the
Oh.
back.
Yeah, I always tell her.
Yeah, read the blurb.
Spark
And
notes.
that's good shit. Spark notes.
Toby?
Okay. People are going to be impressed with me today.
Did you write it down?
I had to write it down.
Was it
because
FIFA?
I always
Did you
forget.
just write FIFA?
First of all,
Question mark?
First of all, we've got the poster up here.
So
I've been
guys-
playing that,
you
FIFA,
can
if
see
you're
it,
watching
I don't think
the
it's
video
visible.
It's
podcast.
probably not
If you
I don't
can't
think
see
it's
it, there's a FIFA poster right there. And yeah, I've been playing that, of course. I have recently become
You could
manager.
win a brand new car!
I've recently taken over as manager of Southampton Football Club, which were bought out in my career
Oh,
mode.
shit, I was like, you own a football club?
It's on FIFA.
And they have 85 million every
Brilliant.
season to spend. So I went on a bit of a spree. Anywho, on to the main shit.
That made no sense to me.
He bought stuff and then he got money.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I see.
Basically, I
How the
took
world
over
works.
a really wealthy club, so I can buy anything. I've been playing Persona 4 Golden. I started that on my Vita this week.
What kind of game is that?
It's a fucking long RPG, JRPG.
Okay.
And literally, the first 3 hours of the game consists of pressing the X button to get through dialogue.
Oh.
Right.
That's
And there's a
not
couple
an
fights,
exciting game.
But it's good. I'm getting into it now. It's an interesting game, but I hope it sort of like it gets better because it's 60 hours experience. So and that's 60 hours story. There's like side stuff to do. But
Cool.
Holy shit! And of course, I played Child of Light this week. I finished it this week, and I will judge that very shortly.
Yep.
I've been watching Game of Thrones because I was going to watch Why Don't They Cry, but I was like, I might watch Game of Thrones instead. I've been busy doing other stuff, so that's all I've been watching. And I've been reading.
Ooh.
What? You read
Now-
something? What?
Don't lose
Is it
an eye over
Divergent?
this.
No, yeah.
Don't lose an eye over this.
Oh,
Wait,
what
no,
am I
it was
doing
that
right
biography.
now?
No,
that
it's not.
autobiography of
It's
a
not.
football guy.
It's not Sir Alex Ferguson's autobiography. It's called Left Behind. And it's about... I actually heard about it on a podcast, and they'll talk on the Game of McGregor show, and they're talking about it. And it's about... I'm going to start coughing soon. It's about these people that are on a plane, and basically the rapture happens, and all these people disappear, and it's about the apocalypse.
Cool.
Cool. And how much have you read? 3 pages? 4 pages?
1 chapter.
Whoa.
Speaking of coughing while you're on camera,
Oh, yeah.
Love brought this
I
to my
noticed
attention.
it, yeah.
Please.
Okay, so when you were doing the live thing,
The live geek bomb.
every time, you know, when you cut between each other, every time it cut to you coughed.
I love that.
It was like a reaction to being on the big screen. You're like,
But it was almost like some of them were like, you cough, and the moment you cough, it comes up with you.
Because it links with
Yeah,
the
it links-
audio.
Oh, right.
So when you
So he activates it with his cough.
oh, that makes so much more sense. Because I was like, I thought you did the pressing, and I
So
was
every
like,
time we cough, I'm like, quick! What's he saying?
I'm going red now. Oh my god.
Oh.
You went red from the coughing. It's fine. It's fine.
I also
Die,
quickly
please. That would not be a good video.
I quickly went back to our episode last week, and I just love the fact that I coughed as soon as I said, a new Call of Duty's been announced. And that was it. It was like really awkward. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
Anywho,
The
well,
last half hour was Maud opening a bottle of wine.
Really
that was
dodgy.
it.
And then it ends on her going, fuckers.
I said that to her the other day. I was like, what says fuckers at the end? Like the last 2 seconds of the video is her going fuckers.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Anywho,
Alright.
Lel, what
So
are you
it's my
powering?
I've been pretty slack this week. I haven't really played anything. I've been playing Tapped Out on my iPad. You know, The Simpsons Tapped Out, where you like build.
No, they were
Is that
Family
new?
Guy tapped out.
No. It came out ages ago, but you like I've been doing it for like a year. So you build stuff, and every like couple of hours you go in and like
Oh,
click all
okay.
your stuff. It's one of those
One of
games.
those, like,
And you're into
turn-based
Family
Yeah.
Guy tapped out now?
Yeah, I got a
Okay.
Family Guy version as well. So that's what
Wow.
I've been playing because I've been really super busy. So I've been doing that in
Super
between.
busy?
Yeah, I've been super busy in between doing stuff.
Super
Yeah,
busy
sure.
watching the Wanderers lose, apparently.
I have been watching a lot of YouTube though, in my downtime,
Mm-hmm.
rather
The
than
limited amount of
a
downtime
limited
that
amount
there
of
is.
downtime. So you know, a couple hours a day. Yeah, just a lot of YouTube.
Watching
haven't
that tube of you.
read anything exciting, just uni stuff, and that's my life this week. It's pretty
Wow.
sad. So
That was a shit
Yeah.
power.
How do you follow this? How do you follow
Yeah, I don't know.
wait,
Bring the
I
Zaz.
watched Game of
Oh,
Thrones.
oh.
I watched Game of Thrones. That's
Cool.
the only cool thing I watched this week, and I was really excited.
And guess what? The Spoiler King won't be spoiling it this week.
No, we'll not. Yeah, no. We won't
Andy,
be talking about
what's
how
the pizzazz for your
Mountain
power?
did that thing with the guy and the horse and crazy. Oh,
Okay.
powering?
What is your pizzazz
Playing, watching,
power?
reading. Playing, I've been playing a lot of Fallout New Vegas. I've been doing a lot of side questing instead of progressing the main story, but I feel like I can't unlock a lot of the quests without progressing the main storyline, so I've got back into that. And I now, thanks to Lel, have a book that has all the information about the quests and
Wiki
shit,
guide.
so I can
Oh,
like
cool.
find
Yeah, I got the
everything.
guide
And
for that.
yeah, but it's like the actual physical book,
Strategy
which is
guide.
better.
Yeah.
Watching. I've been watching a lot of Pokemon Season 1.
On Netflix? Because it's on Netflix.
No, I downloaded it.
Oh.
Yeah. Legally. Now they can see us winking. We won't be able to get away with it.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I've been watching a lot of that, and I didn't get to watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. this
Ooh.
week.
The last
But I'm looking
episode's
forward
next
to
week.
that.
I haven't
Yeah.
watched Arrow, which I think was the last episode
Arrow
today.
comes out today, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen it, yeah.
So I'll watch Arrow today and Marvel when I get home, and we can talk about in 2 weeks' time we'll talk
Well,
about
after the finale. We should talk
Yeah.
about it after the finale.
Cool. Haven't been watching much else. Oh, I downloaded the entire Hey Arnold series of Hey
Nice.
Arnold, so I started
Dude,
watching
that
that.
nostalgia.
Yeah.
Holy
I
crap.
Snapchatted like the whole opening
Oh, not
10
to
seconds
me.
at a time.
Hey,
No,
thanks.
it's on my story. It was on my
I
story, so
never
you could
look
watch
at
it for
your stories.
24 hours. That's a mistake.
Well, I just watched it a
Cool.
million times
Yeah.
later.
So yeah, and reading, I just finished the second book in the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy trilogy, 5 books, which is The Restaurant at the End of the Universe. Just finished that this afternoon while I was walking to Lowell's place. And yeah, started the third book.
Yeah.
Audio book, I should say.
So
So
you didn't read it. You were told
I listened to
Yeah,
it.
this
It
is
was
a debate we'll
told
have to
You
have
were
one
told.
No, but it's
Is it
still a
still
book,
reading
so
it,
it's
though?
kind of,
Can
I
you
don't know.
say
Yeah,
reading?
but we don't have a listening
No, I know, but it's just like
Yeah.
a really interesting concept. Like,
flower. What have we been
Playing,
flowering?
listening,
Playing,
watching,
listening,
reading.
watching,
I see
reading.
what you're
Okay, that's
Yeah.
an interesting thing. Okay, let's move on
Mr.
to
Flower,
the game.
That's my name. My name again is Mr.
The Geek
Flower.
Olympiad, round 8.
Yes,
I
last
think
week's
it is.
winner was Lowell.
Yeah.
Did we have
Did we
a-
decide?
I'm pretty
because
sure
I listened
Tara-
back through
Last
and you
week.
said, "Yep, you'd make the most money," so
Oh,
I take
yeah.
that as a win.
Yeah, you
it's
would.
Lowell.
So what is the point score right now?
So now it's Tara on 5. Lowell, I think, is caught up to 5. And we're on 3 each or 2 each?
Are we,
just
are
say
we
3.
counting the previous winners though?
We haven't counted those
We need to
yet.
count those.
Well, last month's we did, but this month's when the next preview comes through.
Pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
dude.
it might be 5-4-2-2.
Could be. I
Shit,
don't know.
we really
I-
need to
Yeah,
step up
we
our
need to
game,
get
man.
some Excel
We've been
spreadsheets
saying this
into
is happening.
We should all watch one of the episodes or listen to it
Mm.
and then write down who won that thing.
Okay, so this is the game this week.
Or
But of
just
course,
go to the chapter of.
Doesn't
the
matter.
You
theme-
don't have to
minute.
listen to the whole thing.
No.
the theme
We
of this
should.
week is monsters. So we decided as a group, 5 minutes before we started recording this,
I forgot about it already.
Yeah,
That-
I didn't
Yeah,
think of anything.
the
Oh,
game
shit.
is going to put us on the spot, and the idea of the game is to make a monster that's scary but is useless. So
Oh, I've got one.
can't do anything.
Yep.
Might squeal.
Yep.
Does
Okay.
it squeal?
It can make whatever noise you want it to make.
That becomes useful.
Well,
Well, it makes a noise.
it can make
but-
a useless noise.
Yeah, useless
Just because it
noise.
can
Okay,
make noise.
I've just
doesn't
got
mean-
one. I just got one too.
Yeah, I got
I'm
one.
gonna. I'll go first. Are you guys ready to do this?
I'm ready.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You understood, video crew audience, Ed.
So, sure.
Anyway,
Yeah, Ed.
Lara.
so okay,
Lara,
so
yeah.
here's mine. Three-eyed pigeon, right?
Three-eyed pigeon.
Three-eyed
okay.
pigeon.
But like
Is it
a
a
giant,
giant pigeon?
radioactive
No.
three-eyed pigeon.
Okay.
It's a small
No.
three-eyed, two-handed pigeon
Two-handed.
with two
Ew.
It
legs.
doesn't have legs, so it has hands.
Oh, it's got arms.
Oh,
It's got arms.
little arms
So
coming
it's
out from it.
huge.
It's
It
got
can still
arms.
fly.
Yeah,
It
it,
can fly.
it could still fly.
Mhm.
It could
It's like
still
birds
fly.
with arms. Anyone on that side?
And-
So the hands are at the end of the wings, or the hands like come out.
They're like little
dinosaur
Tyrannosaurus.
hands.
Tyrannosaurus.
Yeah.
Okay, you want to know what it does?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It squeals like this.
So is
And
that
you know what it
scary,
does?
though?
If I saw that bird, a three-eyed bird with fucking hands,
Yeah, I'd be fine.
I would probably crap myself because I'd be like, "This is the
I'd
end of the
probably
world."
ring like, the City Morning Herald or Channel 9 or something and be like, come look at my freaky bird. Look
Hey,
at
film
it.
it, put it on YouTube.
Put it in
Yeah,
a shoebox
yeah.
and like take it
Viral.
inside.
It will go viral. Anyway, it makes stupid noises. Three-eyed, two-handed, winged pigeon.
Mm.
Its
Very
name
nice.
is Squidgy.
Cool.
Tara.
Good job.
I don't want to go second. I'm still
I'll go
still
second.
fleshing this out.
Okay.
My brain.
Mine's a mist creature, but it's just like mist, so you could like that. Like,
So how
that
does
it?
it kill you?
it doesn't. It's
You're not allowed
useless.
to. They're not
Right.
allowed to be extra.
Well, what if it gets into your
Because,
lungs?
like,
What if you
know that
inhale
movie
it?
The Fog, and the fog
Yeah,
rolls in, and
yeah.
everyone's like, "Oh my god, it's gonna kill!" It just like falls, like goes past, and you can just like.
What if
Shoo!
it's in your lungs though?
Shoo, foul beast.
You
It's
just breathe it out?
useless. It's just mist,
it's
but
just
it's
mist.
like it makes
It's a
a
mist
scary
monster.
crackling noise, but it doesn't do anything.
Can it make shapes? But it's just
It's just mist.
it's just.
It's
It
just
can
a
make
scary
shapes.
looking.
It becomes it becomes a
Let's say
primary
it's like-
teacher's wonderful goddess because they're like, we can teach you shapes through the mist that we really don't like,
but
but
it's like
here.
a black mist, so it
A
looks
black
scary.
mist.
And
That's
it
a
But
looks
then
racist
how can you see
thing.
the mist at night? It'd just be like nothing.
Well, it would crackle.
It might
with
have eyes.
electricity or
Can it have, like,
something.
red eyes or
crackling
something?
with stuff,
Red
so
eyes.
you can see it.
Sure.
It has
Yeah.
red eyes.
It's fucking useless. It's mist.
Andy.
Am I
I'm
boring
good.
you?
Do you want me to go?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Please.
So mine.
Sorry, they're boring me. Like normal.
My monster is invisible. All it has glowing eyes. You can see glowing eyes only when it's in the dark. It has glowing eyes. But all it can do is turn lights on and off. That's its only power. So
That could freak
it's
you
night.
out.
It flicks the light off, glowing eyes.
Fucking
There's
troll.
nothing there.
It's a troll ghost, basically.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
it's just
So basically, the
How
three of
freaked
us
out
have
would you
the
be?
same idea.
It'd be like
of it just being useless. You can't touch it. You can't feel it.
It's
Yeah.
useless though.
Yeah.
but
You'd-
it is supposed to be
you'd-
useless.
you'd walk in and you'd be like, turn on the light, start playing a game or some shit.
It'd
Fucking
turn
light
off,
goes off,
then
and you're like,
and then there'd be eyes. And
it'd
then
be
you're like,
literally
well, shit.
like, you walk up, turn the light back on, sit down, fucking light goes off. See the eyes, like, turn the light back on, sit back
Yeah,
down.
but when you figure it out, eventually that would be the way.
I
you
would
do it.
name him
the
Han.
first few times.
Not Hans.
I'd be like, Han, stop your shit.
Mine is a giant, spiny, multiple-eyed, clawed, fanged monster, but it lives on a dimensional frequency, like a tiny bit away from ours.
Okay.
So it lives just off our dimension. So it's like.
You can only see it from the corner of your eye.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, you see it in your periffs,
Yeah.
or like if you turn on
That
the
would freak me
radio,
out.
like you're flicking through the stations, you kind of hear it coming in and out, or the TV, like if you're trying to, and it's there, it's all around us. There are multiple ones all around us. They want to eat us. They're trying to kill us, but they're
can't
just
quite reach us.
off our dimensional frequency.
That's really good.
That's-
You're the winner.
Yeah, that wins.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
But if
That
I
would
had
make a
that
really
one,
good horror movie.
we're coming back, Toby.
Or if it was that but made of jelly.
It's
It
a
looks really
giant
scary,
monster
you can
made
just
of
punch
jelly.
through it like jelly.
Or you get like in Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, they get in the jelly house. You haven't seen that. You need to watch that, haven't you? Yeah?
Yeah, I've seen both of them.
Alright, good.
I haven't.
Neither.
Oh, you haven't?
Now.
really
Man,
good.
you gotta see Cloudy. It's so good.
The second
Okay.
one's good.
Avocado!
Okay, do you want to just quickly go back through our... Oh no, we just decided who won. We're not voting on Facebook. Anywho, let's move on to...
We can put it on Facebook.
Yeah, if you want to vote, if enough
Tweet
people
at
vote
us.
for a different one.
Why don't you just tweet at us and
or
say...
in the YouTube comments if you're on the video.
Yeah,
chat.
YouTube.
Tweet
There you
or
go.
comment your most scary, useless monster.
Yeah.
Oh, we can
Yeah.
actually do that. Yeah. We can add like a viewer category.
Yeah, I want to see what
We
other
will
people
choose
Yeah.
the best one and
So if
give
we
you a
think
high
the viewers
five.
one is better than ours, we'll add that to the viewer category,
I'll
and
send
then
you
at the
some
end of the
candy.
year,
if you win.
no, like
I
at the
mean,
end of the
next
year, if
week
the
we'll just
viewers
say it.
win, we all lose.
Yeah, but then what do they get? Well, we don't get anything either, I guess. No, there's
Yeah,
no prize. I guess.
they win by
Okay.
defeating us.
So you
Is
can
that right?
win.
You want that? You want to defeat us, make us all sad?
They said yes.
Yeah.
I heard it, yes.
The one person is just Ed. Ed's
Yeah.
like, yes!
I heard him outside the
now.
window. Yes!
Okay, let's move on to Hammy's Headlines, which is the news of the week in TV, movies, and gaming. Not all of it, but the best pieces of
I
it.
don't know what to do with my hands.
Mine are like down
Fidget,
here.
just go like...
it's like
Talladega Nights.
Talladega Nights, where he's
Like-
like in the interview and he's like, you can just put your hands down.
Oh my god.
Anyway, sorry.
We're gonna really have to adjust to this video podcast business.
Yeah.
now.
We're just excited.
Okay.
We'll start the podcast next week and everyone will just be in a weird hand position.
Except for me, because I just get to hold on to
Off-screen
this.
And then just pop in
I get to hold on to
slowly.
this, so I'm totally fine.
Okay, sorry. We'll
Okay, let's move on to TV. First of all,
Andy, the joke is gone. Put it away.
please. People listen to audio, they're just like, what are these people,
Yeah.
man?
Don't listen to the audio. I think this is the week you need to watch the video because we're excited
Just
to
the
have
first
it.
week.
We've been
yeah.
excited to have the video.
Yeah.
So we're a bit...
In a couple of episodes' time, we'll be like real dreary and shit.
Yeah.
Then you can get back to the audio
ignoring
podcast.
the camera, just
Yeah.
talking to the microphone. Yeah.
Okay, anyway, TV. First of all, TBS orders 10 episodes of Angie Tribeca, which is starring Rashida Jones and is executive produced by Steve
Do we know what it's
Carell.
about?
What's that about?
Yeah, we don't know what it's about.
It's about Rashida Jones's
Oh, they haven't
life.
announced what it's about
No.
yet? Oh, okay.
the life of Angie
life.
Tribeca, as played by Rashida Jones.
What if it isn't Rashida
Yeah,
Jones? What if
yeah.
she's just like a cameo in there? She's like one
Why
person.
would she be? Okay, what if
Just
what
a
if
troll.
Angie Tribeca, like it's, she's the cameo, but the whole series is
Yeah,
named
yeah.
after her, but she only is only in the one episode.
Maybe Angie
Just one
Tribeca is
line.
the name of a spaceship.
Ooh, the SS.
Steve Carell's
Angie
totally on board
Tribeca.
with that shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Anywho, Fox has ordered 13 episodes of Gotham.
Mm. I'm
The
sure
new-
it'll get picked up for
It
the back
will
nine.
totally
Yeah.
get picked up.
The new trailer is out, so if you haven't seen it, I don't know where you live, but
I'll
you can
put a
watch it
link.
I
now.
was gonna
I
watch
could
that.
put
Yeah,
Nice
we'll link it
shit,
to the
man.
yeah.
Ready?
Yeah. I can
Yeah.
even play the trailer, but I don't want to play...
Link.
Oh yeah, we
Link
could cut
on my
to
face.
the
Now I'm
trailer.
gonna... Just because you said that, I'm gonna put it on Lel's face.
That's fine. That's the idea. We'll put it on each other's face. It's
That's
scheduled.
what she said.
Ding, ding,
No, that's good.
ding.
Well done.
Thank you.
Anywho, scheduled for a fall, which is spring for us Australians, release.
Well,
Which
it
is
won't
exciting.
necessarily release here in spring though.
Well,
I reckon,
you know-
No, I reckon they'll do like a direct from the US.
I think it's big enough to do
on
What
that.
channels?
Foxtel.
What
Fox
channel is
8.
making it
Fox.
on? Oh, Fox is doing it.
Yeah.
Fox 8.
Oh, that'll be fine then. We'll get
Maybe.
it.
I don't know if Fox 8 will do it,
Oh.
but Fox
But
is.
Fox 8 always does everything America does.
Mm.
I
Yeah,
don't
it'll
know.
be-
Oh,
We'll
then
figure it out.
depends what channel it's on in the States.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I can't remember what channel is making it.
Fox.
Oh, well then it's fine.
Yeah.
What's the problem?
I've been saying this. Anywho, to cap off TV, the Halo TV show is likely going to be headed to Showtime, so they're going to be having a deal where they'll produce the show as well, which means they'll
That's
have
right. That's a bit of
exclusive
money.
rights.
Showtime has a bit of money on them, so
They do after Dexter's gone.
Oh,
now.
I'm sorry.
They don't have to make a Lumberjack Attack,
no,
which
they
is an
won't.
in-joke. Did we joke about that on the
Yeah,
podcast?
yeah.
Okay, that's
It's
good.
like
It's like
2 or something.
yeah, it's episode 2, so it's
Yeah.
kind of like faded in my memory.
Yeah, all of our long-term listeners will understand the joke about
It's
how
just
we
like,
came up
ha!
with a
Just then.
Dexter spin-off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Lumberjack Attack featuring Dexter from
with a
Dexter
beard.
with a beard
Yeah,
being a lumberjack.
yeah.
That's how we
Sounds
pitched
fabulous.
Like he's changed his like killing tendencies from humans to trees.
Yeah, because now
So-
he's a
it. So now he's
whittles,
he's
right?
a douchebag.
Yeah,
makes
he
furniture?
whittles
He
to
whittles
to,
furniture.
to stop himself from killing people. Yeah.
Yes.
What does he whittle?
He whittles
Furniture
like
and
furniture and little
Like
doodads
fancy
and
furniture.
Yeah.
yeah, the scenes of his crimes, like he whittles little models.
The faces of everyone he's killed.
Yeah.
Sounds
Okay,
fabulous.
let's move to movies. Something that's quite exciting for me is Lee Winnell is set to direct Insidious Chapter 3. Of course, James Wan
course he is,
directed
though.
Chapter 2
He
and
writes
1.
them all, right?
Yep. So
Cool.
it's
If
good.
anyone will do it, yeah.
Damn good news for Insidious fans like myself, where we thought the franchise was gone after James Wan left.
It does too.
Yeah.
It's too popular to go away.
Mm.
Yeah, but you know,
Hopefully
you could
they'll
always.
tie it into 1 and 2 like they did with 2 to
It's
1.
called Chapter 3.
I haven't watched
So I
it.
assume
Yeah, I
it will
haven't seen
be
any of
tied
them.
in.
Oh, they're really good.
You haven't seen
they're
Insidious?
scary.
I'm not
Shit
gonna
out
watch
me.
Insidious. Are you joking?
Oh yeah, you won't even go to see The Evil Within.
No.
Makes sense.
We'll watch them together. Me and Lana
They're
will watch them
good
together, and
stuff.
she'll be behind a little.
That shit is intense.
Yeah.
I remember watching the first one. I think Dark Knight. Turn the lights off. This movie won't be too bad because I had no idea
Dark
about it.
Knight.
No, Insidious.
All right.
Oh, so it was
it's
a Dark
Knight.
Ah.
Right.
Nice pun, but
No,
it
there wasn't.
not a
I
mean
just
pun.
misheard you.
Yeah.
Anywho,
I thought,
I
Good pun.
started it, and you know, if you've seen Insidious and Insidious Chapter 2, you'll know that the beginning of it is like really in your face. Just the title, and it's got like crazy music.
Mm.
I nearly crap myself from the beginning of the
Red-faced
movie.
demon.
Is it like a scary jump scare thing,
Yes.
or is it a gory thing?
It's intensely jump scare.
I can't handle jump scares.
No,
I
but
was
it's
gonna say
really, it's a
paranormal.
really amazing movie, and then the sequel is amazing.
I don't
Yeah,
mind jump scares.
well,
I
it's
don't
more like
gory.
the first one's a lot scarier, but the second one's more story based,
Mm.
and it sort of like fills a lot of gaps, which is
It
really
does.
Like after the third Saw, I couldn't watch any more of that. I couldn't
Yeah, but
watch
Saw's
any
just
more.
like over the top intense gore.
Yeah, I don't like the.
Yeah,
well,
but
I don't like the
Insidious
gross
sounds
stuff.
like it's over the top, intense jump scaring.
No, it's not that bad.
It actually really establishes a really great form of dread and jump scare at the same time.
Okay.
There's some really fucked
Well, I'll
up,
watch it. I'll
crazy
make
scary
you tell
parts.
me
though.
like all the scary bits, because that's what we usually do anyway.
Yeah.
I know
Andy.
that.
Are you going to get ready for this one?
Sure.
The Power Rangers movie has been announced.
We got a director
Yeah.
too, right? There's a director.
I don't know.
What is it?
Was there a
Isn't it-
director?
I can't
Wasn't
remember.
the director? It was the super guy, the one that we don't like to direct things because he always ruins it. With the lens,
Eli
flare.
Roth.
Shyamalan,
With the lens flare.
Oh, Michael Bay?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I think Michael Bay might be doing it.
No,
Maybe I
no.
misread the.
All I
Facebook
heard
comments.
is
I'll check
Lionsgate, who
Oh.
have done like Hunger Games and
Yeah.
Divergent
they're alright.
and stuff.
They're all right, she said.
They're
Yeah.
hoping to make it a franchise, I heard. But that's
It's
a
an
rumor.
interesting thing because, you know, Power Rangers is
Oh,
such
you're
a
right.
nostalgia.
I was incorrect.
Red Ranger
I was
1.
thinking of
I
Ninja
don't know.
Turtles with Michael Bay.
Yeah,
I remember turning on Power Rangers, like the Power Rangers TV show that's currently running.
So good. So good.
Whining?
You're being sarcastic right now, I hope.
Oh, the newer ones? No, I'm talking about the original.
No, I was saying
The
last
new ones,
year.
yeah, like
I turned it
Samurai
on. It was on
and
The new
Go.
one is weird now.
Wild and
Yeah, it was
I
on
think
Go.
after the original, it was like Turbo, and then
Nitrous.
yeah, no
And-
SPD, like Space Police Department, like it was Power Rangers SPD. It was crazy.
Anyway, I turned
and then
this
they
one on
started
Go.
being. They were all based in the forest because they're all being filmed in New Zealand in the
They're
same
all filmed-
forest.
They're all filmed in New Zealand, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Anywho, I turned this one on Go, and I crap you not, I think the production budget was maybe like $2.
Yeah.
It's the samurai one at the moment. That's
Yeah,
what they've
that's
been
the
playing
one it was.
recently.
Horrifyingly bad.
But we all know the story behind Power Rangers. Like, it was a Japanese show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they used, when they were in their suits, it's the Japanese actors
Yeah,
doing
yeah,
it,
like
and it's just
fucking
cut
ninjas.
from yeah.
Yeah.
And then
That's how
as
they
soon as it
always
cuts
do it.
to outside of the suit, it's the American actors, basically
I thought they
playing
just
out.
had like stunt doubles or something.
No, it's like actual footage from the Japanese show
Ah.
that they just cut in with the American actors outside of their suits.
Wow.
Ah,
Yeah,
they're
That's
allowed
weird.
to do that.
yeah, they got permission. They bought it.
It was the same it was the same people
Ah,
making it. Or
yeah.
not people.
Oh
but
yeah,
The same company involved.
corporation,
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah,
Okay, let's move on.
that's gonna be sick.
Guess-
If they make it like adulty and dark and
He's so
yeah.
excited about the subject that he just wants to keep
man.
talking.
Yeah, but I don't want
Mighty
to
Morphin
lose the
Power
cheese.
Granger, man. What
What
are
if
you
they
talking about?
do? What if they lose the cheesiness though because it's a movie?
Because
Yeah,
Michael
the
Bay helms
cheesiness
it
is
and makes
good.
it explosions.
Yeah, with the whoa and the
They
we're
made
gonna
one-
get away.
No. Here's Michael Bay's version. Every time they do a move, like an explosion
It's like-
happens, like in the
One
distance.
flash. One flash.
Yeah.
One flash.
Or they do like the final attack and then they all pose and the monsters behind them just going oh and then they blow up and it's just like yeah.
Michael Bay's just looking there. He's like, yeah,
yeah. Power Rangers was a big influence on Michael Bay as a child.
quite
so.
clearly. And we're back.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we're moving on to the next
I don't know what
next
that was.
topic. Yeah, what was that?
Welcome back.
I don't know.
I don't know.
There's a new VHS movie on the way, which is really exciting because it's a great
VHS movie.
VHS.
Like to
You don't
go
know
with
what
a
it is?
VHS player.
You don't know what VHS is?
I know.
No,
VHS
This is the movies.
VH.
Do you know what they are? They're like an
No.
anthology series, like horror clips. Think of Creepshow,
No.
but like a
No,
little
no.
bit more. You don't know Creepshow?
No, well, I don't know
have
VHS.
no idea what VHS is.
It's been like coming out. I don't know if it was a yearly thing. It wasn't really yearly because there's only two.
Did they bring them out on VHS?
No.
Oh.
Oh, maybe
What?
they did.
Why would they do that? Why would they call it VHS and not bring it out of VHS?
Yeah.
It's the story's centered around like this VHS tapes and stuff.
Yeah.
So that's why it's called VHS.
Oh, so it's like
Anyway.
The Ring.
No, it's like 6 stories. There's people go into this place. They like,
Confused.
and they put in these videotapes, and these people keep going missing, and it's sort of like just different anthology. It's directed by different directors, and it's really fun. It's really,
Cool.
it's kind of like a little bit cheesy, kind of scary, really graphic horror. That's
So when's
really
this
fun.
happening?
Well, the third one is coming out in 2015. It's called VHS Viral, and it's about like YouTubers and all that kind of shit.
So
Going
there's-
missing and dying.
So there's ones out at the moment.
Yep, VHS 1 and 2 is out, and I highly recommend it if you're a
Okay.
horror fan.
I'll watch it.
Just remember that it's not
Scary?
like amazing.
Hmm.
It's just really fun. You
Is
just,
it really scary though?
not really.
Okay, good. I'll
No.
watch it.
Annie, you're
Yeah.
pretty excited about this as well.
Sure.
There's a new Beverly Hills Cop movie coming.
Yes.
Do you want to
Beverly
talk about
Hills, the franchise is coming back.
2016 is the time.
Yeah, so what's his name?
Eddie Murphy.
No, Brockheimer. Jerry Brockheimer, who made the original series of Beverly Hills Cop movies with Eddie Murphy. They're both coming back for it. So, it's going to be many years later. And, he's still a pretty young man, Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
How
Yeah,
old
he'll
is he?
just be
I think it's
a more wise detective. But hopefully it doesn't lose any of that kind of charming,
Eddie
hard.
Murphyism.
I think it's going to be hard.
Yeah, but,
Because the funny thing, like, I don't know. Maybe,
it's going to be like Die Hard and,
yeah.
Rocky.
They could go the complete
and-
opposite direction and make it really, really serious, like intense kind of drama.
As long as he comes back with that laugh, that Jenna laugh, then it'll be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
That rounds movies.
Yeah.
Let's move on to gaming, and there's some big news coming out of that whole gaming frame. First of all, stop scrubbing.
No, it's just
The Destiny public beta will be releasing in July,
cool.
which is good because that's my birthday month, so I'm pretty happy.
Are we also mentioning the fact that they've just reached the $500 million budget mark?
Yes, and that's
Oh,
not
really?
for
That's hit their
that's not
budget.
for development. That's not for development. That's for promotion, marketing.
Only promotion.
Yes, they are.
Oh, really?
Yep, they are.
I thought it was
super-
everything.
Nope, not for development.
What?
Confirmed
What are they
today.
spending
Then
their
how
money
much money
on?
did they spend on development?
Give me $500 million. I'll do a
You don't need
buttload.
$500 million for development.
And I'll tell
Grand Theft Auto
everyone
5
about
was like
Destiny.
250 overall, I think. This is literally Activision really want to make this game their third billion-dollar franchise,
Yeah.
and they're really pushing it.
They said they had to sell 12 million copies or something to make the money
20.
back. 20 million. They'll
So
do it.
to
But
put that into what perspective, Call of Duty sold what, like over 20 million, obviously. GTA sold like 50.
Yeah, it's going to do it.
Yeah.
I think it's because
still,
it's the fact Titanfall
expensive.
sold about 7, I think, something around that. It wasn't.
Only Xbox.
That's the thing. Destiny's on both
Yeah.
current gen and last gen consoles. I'm using current gen now.
Good.
We're just going to use the current gen phrase because it gets way too confusing if we say next gen and current gen.
New
So,
gen, yeah. It's
Current
still
gen,
new.
PS4, Xbox One, last gen, PS3, Xbox 360.
Yeah, good.
There is
Lock that in, everyone in the world.
Now you know
Alright.
in every
We're
single
doing that
episode
from
from
now
now
on.
on, if I say current gen or last gen, you know what I mean now. I'm not going to go over it again because I'll forget.
You keep touching my feet. It's cold.
Me.
Yeah.
You're the worst
I
kind of
told it once
person.
like 5 minutes ago.
It's cold.
That
Okay.
would have been Toby. I don't know.
It wasn't me. My feet are
Oh
over
Oh my
there.
god,
But
calm
my
down.
feet are all the way over.
There's no new Need for Speed game coming out this year. Those games have
Oh.
said that NFS 2015 will be dramatically different. Now, I believe this is because the
Motorbikes.
crew and Drive Club are doing something.
I watched
Something
the trailer
completely
for the
different.
No, I'm
The
sure
crew
that
was
they'll go. They've taken the idea of the dance crew and they're going to turn
Yeah.
that's going to be Need for Speed.
That's
Who
It's
was
gonna
the
gonna
be
guy
be-
who commented
it's
on
gonna
our
be
post about the crew? Someone liked it.
Yeah, I liked it.
Who, if you're watching this or you listen to this, you're a cool guy.
Oh,
Keep
yeah,
commenting
that
on
guy.
our crap.
I agree. And he wasn't mutual friends with any of us, so I was like, someone actually cares. I was so excited.
I didn't see it.
I
What
liked
happened?
it too.
I liked.
He made a comment about the dance crew.
Like
thing.
I,
really?
I plugged my
The
crew
crew.
preview article,
Yeah,
and he's
yeah.
like, "There's lack of dance crew at this point about a lack of dance crew or something."
And
I was
we were
like,
like,
great.
yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
Anyway, yeah. So obviously, Need for Speed, Ghost games are just like, holy shit. These racing games are doing something completely different to us. We gotta backtrack and do something.
I think it'll be called Need for Swing, and it'll be swing dancing.
Also,
Nice.
here's a fact for you:
Mm.
the Need for Speed games have been releasing consecutively for the last 19 years. However, they missed one game in like 2001, and that was it. 19 years, and now it's been put off.
Yeah.
Because they shit. No, Need for Speed's okay. Not
That
that
would have been like between what? Underground.
No,
Underground 2?
I don't know.
When did that come out?
I'd go. It was like 2004,
God knows.
wasn't it?
I don't know.
I feel like
Underground
it was
2 was
later
my
than that.
favourite, though.
They're
That was the
reasonably
best.
recent.
I remember when Carbon came out and it was like for PS2 and Xbox.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it was on Xbox 360 and that, and you're just like, holy shit, look at the difference, man. And now the internet's just like, fucking, what are these with these rehashed goddamn games on the next gen system? Just
Calm
goddamn.
down.
Anywho,
Stop playing with the paper.
I can't help it. See, like
Put it
you're all
down.
got like your
Put it
hands.
down. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
there's actually
we're
some
doing
good stuff.
bad body language. Like we're really.
Really being closed off.
Yeah.
Like,
Can you just do the? Can you do the
Let me
eyebrow
just open
fold? Like,
myself up to the
Jesus.
to the camera there.
that's a little bit too
Start
much.
unbuttoning.
No, let's not go that far. I feel better for the audio people listening to this now.
That
They
they
don't
don't
have to, they don't
understand.
have to be tormented by this
They can hear you rustling the paper though. They're really angry.
just to annoy you. Anywho, there's some really cool stuff coming from E3 this year. EA has confirmed that Star Wars Battlefront will be shown, which makes me very excited. And 6 unannounced games will be unveiled at E3 2014. One will be using the Frostbite 3 engine. Wow. Which is huge.
Fallout.
Yeah, Fallout 4.
It's not EA.
What? Oh.
Who's talking about just EA?
That's Bethesda.
I know, but I just got excited.
Anyway, Fallout 4
I
might get
get my
announced.
hopes up.
Hey, what if Fallout 4 gets announced?
That'd be
That
so.
would be
I would like wee my
amazing.
pants if it got announced. I would be so excited.
I bet you will.
Even if
I'm
you
gonna
just
put-
went to the toilet 5 minutes ago.
I'm not going to put
Blood
money
on
down
it,
on
you
this.
get small.
We don't need to get
I'm not going to put money down on this, but I think E3 will be the time when they announce Fallout 4.
Yeah.
2015 release.
That was my prediction for like one of the first
I will.
weeks.
I know. I
I'll
remember
take
now.
that bet and say they won't. If anyone wants to genuinely put money on it,
I'll
Nope.
give you $20
Do
says
it.
that they'll announce it.
$20 says
Okay.
they will.
You
not
shouldn't have done
announce
that.
Fallout 4.
Now there's going to be so much disappointment.
She knows
Healthy
something.
competition.
Right.
What are you
Anything.
not telling us?
Oh, sorry.
No, it's alright. The
For
FIFA
some
poster.
reason, I thought you were going to
Just started
die.
coming
It's just
down.
like, you're
That was
forgetting
the
me,
freak
man.
out.
You're forgetting me. Okay. Anywho.
Yeah, we wish we could forget you, FIFA 14.
No one can see that. It's just
It's
above
fine.
the camera.
I want to
They'll
see your
see it when
reaction.
it falls
later.
on.
My reaction was like.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Amplitude is coming to PlayStation 3 /
What's
PS4.
that?
It's
It was
a
a
game
game
like
for
Guitar
PS2.
Hero.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Love Guitar Hero.
Amplitude, like you, but it's
It's not plastic peripherals. It's
it's
using
not
a
like
controller.
playing. It's not like playing the guitars,
Guitar?
the instruments and stuff. You're the sound guy.
Oh.
So you use the soundboard.
Soundboard,
Yeah, so it's like there's a stage and they're playing the instruments, but to the beat of the music,
And you have to do the
like
lights too.
change. Yeah, the
You
lights
the
as well.
spotlight. You gotta like spotlight.
Yeah,
Are
so
you bullshitting?
Are you bullshitting?
I like as soon as you started saying like the stage thing, I was like, that's not right. That's not right.
yeah.
I was like, that's the worst game I've ever.
You know, I think it has to be a thing that we have to make up a fake game every week to freak her out.
You have to pick
Because I
what's right
believe
and
it
wrong.
for a little
Yeah.
while. I'm like,
Okay,
We'll just let it
okay,
happen
someone
naturally.
makes a
so
game.
Amplitude is a rhythm game. You did get that right.
Mm-hmm.
It's in instead of using like guitars and stuff, you use a controller to sort of do that. It's made by
Whatever
Harmonix.
happened to that first-person shooter game that was like first-person shooter / music?
That's Chroma.
Yeah,
by
yeah,
Harmonix. They're
whatever
making
happened
the
to
same
that?
thing.
Oh, right.
They're the same developers. Kickstarting the game first of all, which is
Right,
odd
so
because
is
they're a good
Chroma
developer.
out?
No, not yet.
No,
It's in beta, I think,
right.
but I don't really want to play it. It's weird. Anyway, Amplitude. It was a hit on the PS2, and they're requesting $775,000 on Kickstarter
Mm-hmm.
to get the project underway. But it's kind of stupid because there's been a lot of argument about it. Like they're a big developer. They've got the money,
Yeah.
and it's
It's
just
good marketing though. That's why they probably do it.
it alarms me that Sony won't give them $775,000.
They probably would, but they think of the marketing that comes from a Kickstarter campaign. We're talking about it.
Yeah.
If they'd just given them the money, they wouldn't.
But it's a popular game. Like this thing was one of the best games on PS2. Why is it needing to be Kickstarter? Anyway, I'm not going to go into that crap. I love Harmonix. Make a new rock band. That's all I'm saying. To conclude the gaming section,
Look at our audience instead of me.
You're
You're
only
focusing
looking
on
at
me.
Emily.
Yeah.
you're the main man. You got the beard.
I
got to focus
appreciate
on the
that.
beard.
I know I'm very handsome, Toby, and you do have a crush on me, but this is not the time or place to get into that. So let's just move on.
Such a bullshitter. Anyway, Unreal Tournament. Now, there's an announcement that's coming tomorrow as of this recording, Andy G.
That's Toby.
And it will be about the future of Unreal Tournament. I'm just going to say it here. There's a new Unreal Tournament game coming. That's my guess. I'm
we
a
don't actually
huge
know
fan. Actually, well, the developers...
Wait, didn't you say...
Epic Games said...
okay.
They tweeted the other day that just like the future of Unreal Tournament will be unveiled next
Oh,
Thursday,
okay.
which
So
is
that-
today.
That'll be something to do with it. Yeah.
So I'm looking at Unreal Tournament for PlayStation 4. Please. For God's sake, please.
Cool.
I love those games. Anyway, that caps Hermes Headlines. Why don't you tweet us your favorite news headlines of the week? Because people do that. And we will retweet or reply to you because that's cool stuff to do.
Cool.
Yeah.
Anywho,
Yeah.
let's
Yeah.
move on to our discussion. Monsters.
Yes.
Them monster things. Kind of like this poster right here.
FIFA just wants all the attention. Come on, FIFA, relax.
This is what it does
We
to
already
me.
talked
Dude,
about
just
you.
leave it. Leave it. It'll
Just
die
leave it?
by itself. It'll die by itself.
Don't give it attention because this
Yeah,
is what it
let's
does to
just
me.
ignore it.
See, this
Everyone
is the
just
problem.
ignore
It's
FIFA.
the FIFA monster.
Yeah,
This
it
is
wants
the problem.
attention.
This is the perfect timing because I'll be playing. Say, I was playing Child of Light or something, and FIFA's kind of like in the corner. I've got like the box there, and you sort of look over and like, gonna save the game now and play some FIFA, and that's how. Holy shit, that's really close now. Anywho, on the monsters. Cover Messi because
Yeah,
he's shit anyway.
Like, yeah.
Stupid Messi.
Okay.
Jesus.
Continue.
I want to ask you a couple questions, like we
About
do
monsters?
in every single discussion topic. I ask you a couple of questions.
Mm-hmm.
That's the discussion topic. That's what we do on the Geek Mythology Podcast.
And only Toby knows these questions. He does
So this
not.
is the best part about
like
it.
that we
And
ask
Mel tries
every
to
week.
look at the questions. You know,
We ask every week for him to give us the questions in advance, so we're
Yeah.
ready. We have something prepared,
not as
and he
exciting.
never does.
Yeah, it's done.
it's never genuine,
The
right?
only word I saw was monsters. So
You're all artificial.
Yeah.
If you know the questions before that.
Yeah, I think I think I like the fact that sometimes
it's
we have
fine.
nothing
Hey,
to talk about.
you look most
I
of
know,
the time
I read them as
anyway.
you're reading them.
Okay, so first of all,
Don't cover your face. There's beautiful. The audience wants to see your beautiful face.
anywho, a movie. Shit. Already good start.
Yep.
A monster movie's cliche.
No.
Depends on the monster.
Yes, but they're supposed to be, and therefore it's okay, because that's how they're supposed to be cheesy and
I think
silly.
by now.
Oh,
all
I don't know
movies
about
are
that.
cliche.
They don't have to be
I
cheesy and
think
silly.
they can, but they are even when they're not. Even when they're serious movies, you're still like, it's a fucking giant monster that's retarded.
But monster
Yeah.
movies are like a genre like any other.
Yeah.
So they keep making rom-coms, they keep making all of these different types of genre movies. So monster movie is a cliche in that they keep getting made.
And it fits the
but it
criteria.
just,
Yeah.
well,
So it's like just a romantic comedy is. Every romantic comedy
Yeah,
is cliche.
it's
I
the
see what
same.
you're saying.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
within
yeah.
the-
Boy meets
within-
girl.
Yeah.
They fall in love or hate each other.
Yeah.
And
No. Fall in love, have a fight halfway through
It's
the
either
movie,
it's either
and then
or.
reconcile
They
at the
meet
end.
each other.
Or
They hate each other. They fall in love, and
They get
something happens
separated.
where they hate
Or
each other
one of
again, and
them's
then
in
they
a relationship, and it's like
yeah.
And then you're like,
Anyway, it's not
Yeah.
the rom-com episode. That's coming up in a couple weeks, but
I don't think it is.
We should have a rom-com
We will,
episode.
at
That'd
some
be
point.
amazing.
One day.
We skipped our sitcom episode we were talking today.
FIFA's like, fuck you guys, I'm gone.
Yeah. It loves rom-coms. Yeah. No, so I think monster movies in general, they're going to keep getting made.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, they are a cliche, but it's just the way,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they are supposed to be.
yeah.
They have to fit the same criteria that every other monster movie makes because you can't really do it differently.
Cliches are cliches because they work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We need to have a monster rom-com and then we'll see. Like,
Yeah,
I guess
that'd be
King
great.
Kong, sort of,
Mm.
because the monster, the people in love.
And then they have a
But
fight,
Twilight's monsters.
a literal fight.
Oh, this reminds me of a dream I had last week. May I interject with
No.
my dream?
No.
Alright, it was like
He just doesn't
almost
care.
like Shrek.
You shouldn't even ask.
It was like an
Shrek
animated
is a
movie.
rom-com monster
Yeah,
movie.
a rom-com monster movie. But it's like the princess is holding the monster in the tower. So the hero has to go
Like the
and
opposite,
save the monster from the evil princess. Oh,
Oh shit.
my
Oh my
apologies.
god. See,
That
there's the
sounds
table slap.
It sounds like a Disney
One
movie.
an episode.
Yeah, so it would be an animated movie and it'd be about how everyone's beautiful and, inside blah, 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 Shrek.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Beauty and the
Shit.
Beast is also a rom-com about monsters.
What is?
That's
Sorry?
Beauty and the Beast.
I love
Yeah.
Beauty and the Beast.
So there's lots
That's
of
a
them.
great movie, yeah.
I thought we'd come up with a new genre.
Gremlins. There's that love interest, but it's not a rom-com, it's
What's
fine.
his little name? Little
Gizmo.
Gizmo, yeah.
Oh, little Gizmo.
Gizmo the
Love him.
Mogwai.
I'm so excited for the new Gremlins movie. Anywho, do you think, you kind of answered this last time, but I'm going to ask anyway, do you think monster movies bring something new to the table these days? We've seen Pacific Rim, we're seeing Godzilla next week.
I'm excited about that.
I think the monsters are just going to get big again. Because we went through that period in like the 80s or the 60s or whatever, the
Yeah.
last century, when there were like big monsters like Godzilla, and there were a bunch of Godzilla movies.
Yeah.
Oh god, yes.
Yeah,
Like 20 or
and then later on it went like Swamp Thing and like that kind of Alfred Hitchcock
Like
era.
Loch Ness type.
Yeah.
The host.
And then, and then in the 2000s they kind of rebooted a couple of them, like what's that alien one with Tom Cruise, War of the Worlds.
Oh yeah.
And the
That
day
was
that
a
Earth
movie?
stood
There
still
was
as well.
Huh?
Was that a movie before? It was a.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
an old
they
movie
re-
back
Oh,
in the
yeah,
day.
yeah.
It was like
It was a
cheesy
radio
black and
show.
white.
It was a
60s.
radio show originally.
Yeah.
That movie made me
That
cry
freaked
when
the
I was
fuck
little.
out of people. I remember.
Yeah.
War of the Worlds when you were a little kid.
No,
Like
I'm
the
saying
first
like
time they did
they
it.
did the radio broadcast about it. I
And
remember
they
hearing
didn't tell
stories.
anyone that it was fake.
Yeah.
What they say?
So people tuned in on
They
the radio.
listened to this radio show assuming that it was actually happening because it was like in the 60s.
Yeah.
And so they heard on the radio this play that they thought was real, and it was about the monsters coming
Cool.
and taking over.
Yeah, well, people everyone freaked
And
out.
they believe. And
It's
they
like
believed
that Night Vale podcast. It's like a podcast. It's like a radio show, and it's about things that are happening in town to the people, and it's like all aliens and stuff.
Oh yeah,
and
like those like
conspiracies
fake
and
real.
yeah, but it sounds
They're like mockumentaries
real.
almost.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's, yeah.
Okay.
Next question.
There's a movie that came out in 2007. It's called Cloverfield.
Did we answer that last question
Oh yeah, kind of. Yeah, we did.
about what was it about?
Do they bring anything new to the table?
Oh,
Yeah.
I think yes, especially
Yes.
CGI and such.
I think they're becoming more serious because I don't think people take the crappy cheesy ones as much anymore. People aren't really into that. So I'm sure this Godzilla is going to be very much so not cheesy.
I kind
Yeah,
of
yeah.
think also,
Definitely
you know, the spoof movies like
Epic movie.
like
and,
Epic
Yeah.
movie and all the
Disaster
scary movies,
movie.
disaster. Like
Yeah.
I think that kind of made fun of the original scary monster movies. So now
Yeah.
when we look at it, we kind of
know how
Look
to
at
steer
it
clear
with-
of yeah.
Yeah.
look at it with kind
You-
of a funny take on it.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
the monsters have to just keep
They
getting
have to be
bigger
serious.
and
People-
better
yeah.
and
That's what people are
scarier.
into, and especially because now we can make them serious with the CGI we have.
Yeah.
Like you don't need to make the cheesy, crappy monster in the tiny town.
Like Aliens, the new ones, they're pretty freaking scary.
Yeah, so I think it is they are changing dramatically.
Okay. That Cloverfield movie that came out in 2007.
Yes.
It was a POV handheld shot
Yeah.
movie. Do you think that is an interesting way to go about monster movies? Do you think that is a good way to go about monster movies?
When that first
It's
came
just-
out, it was like
It's a low budget way.
Yeah, it was like a huge
definitely a low
deal,
budget way.
like having
It was
that,
a good
wasn't
movie.
it? It was like
You see,
the
like
first time
the
someone
monster
had done
twice.
that.
I feel.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
I
see,
really like
you
that
see
movie.
its
Well, there's
tail,
multiple, right?
And then you see,
Or is it just the
like,
one big one?
it
Yeah,
coming
it's more than one.
in.
Yeah, there's a
You can
foot.
see
I
it.
think
There's
you
like
see
there's a
foot.
shot of
Yeah.
where it's actually in,
Yeah.
like just walking
Just
around,
I think
being a
it's-
douchebag. Yeah.
More so it's
It's a way to shoot
that's a
any movie. It's a
testament
way,
to it,
yeah.
to the type of filming rather than the type of movie.
Yeah,
That you
it's
can
not necessarily-
use that style and it will bring a new light to any type of genre.
The first
Yes.
kind of point.
But I
of
think
view
it works
camera
really
one was
well
like
for monster
Blair
movies.
Blair Witch, yeah.
Blair Witch, yeah.
It does work for monster movies.
Oh yeah,
but
obviously
then
there are some movies that it wouldn't work well for, like a
Yeah.
bank heist. Oh, we're getting a visitor.
Oh.
Toby's roommate is coming through the door
we might
any
need
second
to-
now.
we might
Cut.
need
We're gonna have to cut
this.
this.
He's probably got hands full.
Hello.
Hey,
Anyway,
how you doing?
Yeah, right.
All right, she's gone. Now we can talk about her again.
and go.
Okay,
Wait,
so
what we were saying something was really important. I can't remember what it was.
yeah, I think it's just a way to make any movie. Sorry, I was saying some movies you can't do it, like a bank heist movie or something. You can't
Yeah.
have point of view
course.
stuff.
You could.
Oh, you could do like
But
GoPro.
GoPros.
Yeah.
And they
People-
want to put it on the internet because they're
People like
kids and they're idiots and stuff.
people like seeing the action though. They like seeing the action now, and because it's so much cheaper to make those huge monsters with actual CGI. I think people will go in and see it because they want to see the giant monsters.
Mm.
That's like a reason to go and watch these movies, and that sort of if it's shot in POV, it's not the same thing at all.
Yeah.
But
Plus, a lot of
People said they felt
a lot of
sick watching it.
cinematographers in monster movies big movies like this, they always do like the shaky cam
I
to
fucking
make it
hate
look
shaky
more
cam.
realistic. And even in like a
Point of view.
handheld point of view movie, they have less shaky
I
cam
know,
than
than the
big
action
budget
movies now.
films now. Yeah, it's
it's
bullshit.
the worst.
Yeah. Anyway, we're not
Elysium,
talking
oh my
about
God.
that.
I
But a lot
want
of
to
people
punch the
say
person
they
that
feel
made
sick with
Elysium.
that though. Like
Elysium.
my parents especially with
No,
the
I
point
hated
of
the
view,
shaky
they
cam.
get sick.
Mm.
There's a gif on the internet of them filming Elysium, and it's a guy in a big he has a big like cage camera rig that he was using to film it, and he's like going like this,
Yeah.
and like swinging it upside down, and you're like, why would you not just shoot? What the fuck is happening?
Mm.
Fuck you, guy.
Okay. Cloverfield kind of did it, and it sort of relates to the last question. But do you think a monster movie would work if you did not see the monster? at all?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Definitely, Jaws is
Any-
the biggest example of this.
Any
The
suspenseful.
first 80% of the movie.
Yeah.
But
where
like,
you didn't
if
see
you
the-
didn't see the monster
shark.
at all in the movie,
Oh, at all. No,
At
you
all.
need to see it. There need to be the payout at the end.
There's plenty of movies that
Yeah, I don't think
don't
you'd have
have.
yeah.
You never see the monster. I can't think of any right now on the spot, but I've
I think that
seen
would just be a bit of a
movies where-
letdown.
There'd be a lot of horror movies where you wouldn't see. the
you never
monsters.
see the monster. Like it's in the shadows, or like it's the camera gets.
how do they
knocked
get away
out
from it?
and
How
they
things
kill it?
and-
Yeah, low budget stuff,
Some
but we're
movies
talking
are
like
just
Okay,
unresolved.
the best example of this is Blair Witch Project.
Mm.
You don't see anything at all throughout any part of the movie,
Yeah.
but the force is still there, the horror is still there, the scares are still there.
Yeah. I think it just depends on the style of film you're making.
Mm. Yeah, to answer your question, no, it doesn't need to be done. I personally feel like
but
I'd
it's like
want to.
they're like separate genres. The big monster movie where you see the giant CGI monster, and the
and then the
normal
one where you don't.
where you don't.
Yeah.
It's
and
more of a
suspenseful.
suspense
Yeah.
movie, yeah,
Yeah.
not a monster movie, yeah.
Yes. Okay. Last question for this discussion topic, and it's about.
Last question for the discussion.
I was like, I keep forgetting them, but it doesn't matter anymore. Monster movie games.
Okay.
Are there any good ones? And you think?
Can't think of any.
No, didn't know.
And are there any? In
Are there
fact,
any,
at
yeah.
all? I know there's
Monster
King Kong.
movie.
There would have to be.
There's a King Kong game.
Yeah, wouldn't there be a?
Lost.
What about like
The thing in the forest.
That doesn't really.
It's a monster.
I guess.
And there was
What
a
about
TV show.
Transformers? Are those monsters?
Yeah.
They're giant.
They're-
Well, they're aliens.
Yeah, I'd say
Yeah,
that's a
they're
They're like
monster.
otherworldly.
Yeah.
Beings.
Those,
Yeah,
those are
so-
games. I guess that's
Sorry.
sort of the only ones that I can think of. There's
Um,
probably a Godzilla game.
Yeah,
Godzilla.
At like a Japanese arcade.
maybe.
I'd expect that to be the case.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I don't know. I think monster movie games would be weird, but like movie tie-ins.
What
are
about
more
stuff like
games.
Evolve, that's coming up where one person's a monster and the other four need to kill it. So that's kind of a monster.
You could go then
game.
to the Halo like infection maps.
Yeah.
Is there a Slender movie?
Oh, like what about any of like the RPGs where you go and have to fight big monster bosses? Like that.
But they're not movies made into.
No,
Yeah,
they're not monster movie games. No,
But they are like Final
they're
Fantasy
monster
is
games.
basically
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, but that's not what we're talking about.
There's a ton of games,
like
kind of like
Shadow
Lost
of the
Planet,
Colossus.
Lost
Yeah.
Planet,
Oh, get that
Shadow
game.
of the Colossus, obviously. There's a lot of monster
Avatar.
games.
Game.
Avatar, as in
Avatar the
James
game.
Cameron's Avatar.
Yeah, James Cameron made a video game called Avatar, and it's got like.
Wait, did he make the game called
Yes,
Avatar?
yes, he did.
He
It's
made
James
it personally.
Cameron's
He
Avatar.
wrote all the script for it.
I
Because
remember
I was
seeing the reviews for that
watching-
game. It looked like shit.
What movie was I watching the other day? Or it was a game I was playing. What game? The Last of Us. When you play The Last of
What
Us,
game?
in the title you go into extras and it says James Cameron's Avatar trailer for the game.
In The Last of Us.
In The Last of Us.
Oh, weird.
I'm
When
pretty
was
sure
it
it's
made
The Last of Us.
then?
Is it The Last of Us?
Are you sure it was The
Yeah,
Last
It
of Us?
I'm
can't be
sure.
because
I
it would
was
have been made
playing it.
surely ages ago.
Maybe it was
James
one
Cameron
of...
Avatar came
No,
out with
it
Avatar.
was Assassin's Creed 2. I was
Yeah,
playing them at the same time.
That
way
makes a lot more sense.
Yes.
I'm like, surely it's not that recent.
No, it was,
like Last of Us came out like last year.
Yeah, I was playing them at the same time. It was Assassin's Creed 2. And in the extras, you go and there's James
Yeah.
Cameron's Avatar game trailer.
Okay.
It looks really shit. You should watch
I'm not a big fan of the old game Avatar. Also,
Mhm.
I'm not going to ask another question. Do you remember that Avatar game? What was it called? It was the last Airbender one.
Mm.
But all the achievement hunters would go to the
Never
game.
played
Literally,
it.
you can get 1,000 game score in 5 minutes.
Oh, really? How?
It's like the achievements are like 200 game score, 300 game score, 300
Oh,
game
right.
score. And literally it's like getting a 10 hit combo, 20 hit combo, 30 hit combo, 40 hit
Right.
combo, 1,000 game score.
Cool.
So if you go through people's game score and you see your avatar, you're like, you little phony bastards. Takes 5 minutes to do it.
Well, I'm ahead of the game and not caring about my gamer score, so
You
Yeah.
should.
I just hit
don't
19
give a
something thousand.
Yeah,
I
don't
play
care.
games for my own enjoyment, not to impress other people.
You don't care,
I'm not
yet you
impressing
went
other
to the
people,
effort
it's
to
for
get
my
100%
own-
Octodad and
Yeah,
trophies.
but I've played like 3
Pride.
PlayStation games
Pride.
my entire life, so my game scores and my whatever that is called in trophies is tiny. On
I
there.
don't do it.
I
I
just
don't
kind of
have
like finishing the game.
Yeah,
I like the challenge of doing that, but you can't do it with Xbox because some
I like
of
the
them are ridiculous.
stories. I play games for
Yeah,
the stories.
some of them are like
personally, yeah.
about multiplayer, online,
Yeah.
being like 100
Yeah,
online
I like the
things
stories
and
too,
win.
but like if it's gonna take me another hour and I do the trophies, and then it's just like because I'm the kind of person that will collect everything in a game.
Yeah.
We're on to Minas' Judgment. First of all, have any of you played anything new?
This week? No.
See that rhyme too?
Oh,
Have any of
right.
you played anything new?
That's fantastic.
I can talk about briefly
Whatever.
talk about Octodad because I didn't really because I hadn't finished. I didn't go over it very much, but holy shit, that game is funny. It's so funny. You're an octopus that's a dad. I didn't really know what the concept was, but no one knows you're an octopus.
Yeah.
So you're trying to hide the fact that you're an octopus.
The
Then there's-
trailer is the thing that made me laugh the most, where it was like, loving father, devoted husband, secret octopus.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
didn't
just
really-
like the best.
I thought I would just look like an octopus, and I was sort of a bit retarded, and that's what the story was. But the whole story goes through the fact that you're trying to hide the fact you're an octopus
Yeah.
from your wife
And
and,
there's a
kids.
chef trying to
kill
who
you.
knows you're an octopus.
But there's
and-
like a flashback to when you came out of the ocean and stuff. It's really cool, and there's a bit where you go back into an octopus, and like for a while there you're an octopus again.
And your family sees you but thinks you're an actual octopus?
Yeah,
Oh,
because you're in
cool.
an aquarium. But
Yeah.
it's like
Oh, right,
so
cool.
funny. It's so funny, and the little tiny jokes that they put into it, like the little in jokes and stuff, are just it's hilarious.
Yeah.
And it only really takes a couple of hours to finish as well,
Mm.
so it's definitely worth playing. It's like $15 on PlayStation.
21.
Whatever.
Is it just
95,
for
I think.
PlayStation?
It's on PC as well.
PS4, PC. What would you rate it?
9.5.
Wow.
Wow.
There was only a few
Holy
bits that I didn't. Yeah, because it's so funny and it's so. I really like indie games like that.
Mm.
It's really frustrating though. Like there was a bit where it took me something like 17 goes to make it go across this little puzzly thing, and there's like bits where you have to run upstairs. That's really annoying. But that's the thing that's about it that makes it really fun. Is you do get frustrated and you keep playing anyway because it's fun and it's cute. Definitely
Okay.
play it.
Cool.
Octa has been judged.
Mm-hmm.
So you haven't been playing anything,
Not new.
guys?
Nothing.
Have been playing, but not new.
Okay.
New Vegas is really fucking awesome.
Yeah, you can play that, and it's a new game every time
That's
you play.
right, because you can play so many different ways.
Yeah.
I mean,
Fantastic.
I'd never go with Caesar's Legion or Kaiser. His name's Caesar. It doesn't
I don't
matter.
Cyber.
Yeah, I never go with Caesar's Legion because he like crucifies people. Not into that.
He's an asshole.
Yeah,
Okay.
big old asshole.
Nice.
Riptide's getting in on the action. All right, we'll see that soon.
All right. So this week, I was able to put time into Child of Light, which is a game by Ubisoft Montreal, basically on every single platform except for Mac and PlayStation Vita and 3DS.
So not
$20.
all.
Not every single one.
It's
Yeah.
on everything else, basically.
Yeah.
Sega Genesis, NES, Super Nintendo.
Oh, really?
No.
They got you. They
You
got
got
you.
Of course, it's
I thought you were going to do that. That was great. No, do the Veronica Mars one where you're like,
Yeah. I was doing the
oh, the block.
that's a good one. No, in the trailer for Guardians of the Galaxy, he's like doing
Oh,
that.
yeah.
He's like,
Yeah,
oh, I'm
he's like,
sorry, I didn't know
"Oh."
what this machine does. Yeah. Yeah.
Anywho, Child of Light. It's, first of all, wonderful game. Obviously, this is not a game for everyone.
Looking at me, look at that.
Obviously, it's not a game for everyone. It uses the UbiArt framework engine, which is, it's known
In
for
layman's
Rayman,
terms.
Rayman
For
Legends.
those of us who don't know what the Ubi art,
It's a side-scrolling platformer,
right?
Oh, I don't know.
JRPG.
It's a JRPG
So-
more than a platformer because there's really no
Well-
platforming elements to the game.
It is in terms of the way that I guess it's just side-scrolling.
Yes.
It goes
It'd be more that
sideways.
than a
We'll do it,
platformer.
we'll do it.
I never know.
I actually
if they
thought about it for a while. I was like, is this a platformer or not? But there's not really like platforming elements.
It's definitely It's
And
cool
plus,
though.
you fly later anyway.
Yeah,
so.
and I just got flying, and
Okay,
and I
well,
was
there you
like,
go.
this makes
So
so much
then-
more sense.
so then it
Before I
becomes
was jumping
not a
like
platformer.
pleb.
Spoiler.
It's not a spoiler.
Okay, good.
It's really cute too. The hair graphics, the way that you
The
jump,
hair-
and then the hair just goes.
You've got Igniculus, haven't you?
What does that mean?
The Firefly.
Yeah, you get it at the
Can
very
you
beginning.
you go like? I sat there sometimes and I was like, with
Just
the
moving
Igniculus
back
to
and
move a hair
I really,
in the thing.
I
was
really
like, I love
want
this.
to play it as a 2-player game and have someone play it.
Yeah.
That'd be so
Can
much
you
fun.
do that?
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, cool.
So anyway,
On their iPad or?
No, unfortunately
No.
not. But I love that concept. It would have been great in this
Mm.
because all he does is like move left and right
Yeah.
no, he doesn't.
and light up and stuff. And he slows
And he
people.
like
He's
stops
kind of
people,
important. Like he's the most important
but I
person.
mean,
He
like,
helps
no,
you
he's
stop
but he
enemies.
doesn't. He's not complicated to
Oh,
control.
no,
is
no,
what
not
I'm
at all.
saying.
Mm.
So you could do it on a phone.
But on the counter clockwise of that, it'd be damn boring to just play as him.
Yeah, it'd be boring. But you get
Yeah, but
into
you're
the
playing with
story
your
and
friend, and you know
Yeah,
you
it's
have
like-
you joking
I feel like
around
Child of Light is primarily an experience to have by yourself. That's my opinion.
I don't know.
And I feel like
It could be both.
playing with Aurora, who is the
Having a lovely
protagonist,
time.
and Igniculus on the left-hand stick controls Aurora, right-hand stick is Igniculus. I'm going to really have a hard time saying this guy's name. I'm just gonna
Little
call him
black
that.
glowy thing.
I thought it was Ignatius or something.
It
It's-
probably is.
Probably, I don't even care.
I don't
Igniculus is fine.
Sure.
I actually have. I was going to bring the keyring and show him because I got the
Little-
deluxe
little
edition. But
glowy-
anyway,
glowy
anywho,
firefly.
Child of Light is very much a fantasy game. It's fantasy RPG, JRPG, has
Rhyming.
JRPG
I
elements.
think rhyme should be one of the genres
It's poetic.
because it all rhymes.
Oh right.
Every single
I'm
part.
surprised you liked that after the How I Met Your Mother debacle, rhyming.
I
episode
absolutely
debacle.
loved it in Child of Light. To be
Oh,
honest,
there you go.
Really?
Um,
I don't know. Some of it felt really forced.
some of it is forced, but that's just the way the game is. It's a fantasy game. So the story behind the game is that Aurora, she goes to sleep one day, and instead of going into a dream, instead of waking up, she ends up in Lumeria. And this is like a fantasy world. It's been overturned by an evil queen. I won't go into super
It's
spoilers.
Basically a fairy tale story.
That's basically what it is. It's a fairy
Yeah.
tale. Anywho,
Free-
I'm not going to go into super detail about the game. I previewed this a couple of months ago, like maybe last month, and at Ubisoft, and I said from then, can't wait for this game. It's amazing. It's exactly what it needs to be.
How many
It's
hours did it take to finish?
10.
Okay.
Um,
it seems small. I guess it's only $20. That's why I thought it'd be really small.
It's not small at all.
10 hours is pretty long.
So this is another thing that I'll get to in a minute about the price, but I really, really enjoyed the game. I mean, the battle system is addictive, and it's kind of, it's at points, I know it's boring, isn't it? You like to
No,
play
no,
it,
I'm just tired.
so-
I went out late last night.
The game itself is not difficult. I mean, I'd recommend playing it on hard,
Mm-hmm.
or if there's a new game, hard plus mode, play that. Because the game sort of like shrouds you with items and things if you do explore, and that's a big part of like Lumeria. You've got to explore that place because it's so beautiful to look at. I really love the UbiArt framework engine, which is known for Rayman Legends and Rayman Origins. It's basically It's very painty. It looks sort of like a paint.
Yeah, it looks all drawn.
Yeah, the poster up there looks. Is that how it looks in the game?
Basically, yeah.
Kinda, yeah. This is from the deluxe edition.
They can't see
They
up
can't see
there.
it, it's too high.
Too bad.
Bummer.
You'll have to look up later.
Wait until it falls down. You'll get a glimpse of it.
Yeah, it'll have its moment. Anywho, the price, which is the big part, and $20. I paid $30 for mine, which was a deluxe edition, which came with a key ring and poster, etc.
And a downloadable code. You don't actually get a copy of the game, which I thought
Yeah, but I
was really
mean,
interesting.
the game is 2.2 gigs, like, and that's on the next gen
Yeah,
consoles.
that's
Don't know
very
if it's
small.
like
yeah,
Xbox
you can
360
download it,
or
it's
something.
fine. But I just
Um,
thought it was funny that it costs you heaps more, but you literally go into the store to pick up the key ring.
It costs $10
Basically.
more though.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not that bad. Anywho, the thing that I wrote in this review was the fact that you pay $20 if you don't get the deluxe edition to play this 10-hour game, whereas you can pay like $80 to $100 to have a campaign that goes for around the same time. And Child of Light is valuable. It's a value experience.
It's absolutely worth the money. Especially considering
She's
it's an
played
Ubisoft
40
title.
minutes of this game,
but
and she likes
like,
it.
Everything I know about
maybe.
it, well, I don't know, it hasn't hooked me yet, but
Well, that's the
fact
same
that,
thing, you know.
The fact that Ubi is only charging you $20 for a game is like, I think that's pretty...
Yeah.
Also, may I
Pretty
say that it's written by the guy who wrote, or maybe the creative director of Far Cry 3. So it's a big different step
It's
for him.
interesting.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm not doing a very good job at explaining this game, but I just highly recommend it. You should check out the review at geekbomb.net. I gave it one of the best scores I've ever given a game, as far as I've been reviewing, 9.4. And I absolutely believe this game is a must-play for anyone.
Yeah. I would say don't be like perturbed by the fact that it's a turn-based...
Perturbed?
I said what did I say?
Yeah, I think he said perturbed. I think you went for the turd.
Don't be turned
No.
if it's.
Don't be
turned.
turbed.
Don't be turned.
Don't be curb
No, I
turbed.
said the right word. Perturbed.
Yeah,
It's a
that's
Yeah.
totally
right.
word. What are you talking about?
Turd.
I thought you meant to say deterred,
No.
but you said
No.
perturbed.
No.
No,
Any
I
turd.
know what I'm doing. Yes.
With
so,
a B at the end.
um,
Perturbed.
so because it's turn-based and a lot of people aren't into turn-based,
A lot of people don't like 2D mixed with 3D either. If you
But-
don't like that stuff, I'm
it's
disappointed.
adorable and it's easy to play.
and I
Just
mean,
give it a shot.
I
$20
connected
bucks.
with the character.
Yeah.
It took me
Yeah.
a while, and I mean, you said you need to put more time into the game. It took me because I played it at Ubisoft. I played 2 hours of it at Ubisoft, and I had to sort of, what's the word? Sort of push myself to get through that 2 hours to
Yeah.
get to the new stuff.
That's how I felt when I was playing it. I didn't really want to keep going, but I think if I was in the right mind frame, and I think I will as I get further into it as well.
Yes, the story picks up. Everything is so good in that game, and I mean, for a game that has narration and that's it, like there's no more dialogue, there's no like spoken dialogue. It's all poetic.
Well, there is spoken dialogue. There are
It's
other people
narration.
talk. No, there's people talk to you
When?
all the time. Like as you're going through, there's all speech bubbles. Like the queen
That's
chick
no.
talks
I
to
mean
you and
like
stuff.
dialogue. You know, it's not
Oh.
Audio
spoken, like
dialogue.
actual
it's
audio
when you read it,
dialogue.
But for a JRPG, you don't expect it to be
No.
read to you anyway.
But you know, at the same time, if you don't like reading, I don't understand why you wouldn't like
You don't
reading.
really have to read what they're saying to you, though.
But it makes sense to read it. I literally went through, I explored every area. There's only one trophy I need to get, which is the Confessions one. But the reason I got into this game, like I really got into it, is I used PlayStation Vita's remote play. And I like started going on a big tangent about this the other day. Child of Light should be on PlayStation Vita. That's my opinion. I think it's beautiful on that. Remote play is
Even,
so good.
like on mobile devices.
Mm.
I'd play it on my iPad. I'd play the shit out of that on my iPad. I don't really want to sit on my PS4, but I would play that in my bed. Because it's like one of those little games that you just want to... Like when it's a side scroller, I just want to play it in bed. It's like Rayman. I just want to play it in my bed.
Yeah, Rayman's... yeah. I mean, if they can put Rayman Legends and Origins on PlayStation Vita, they should have Child of Light on Vita. That's my opinion. But, yeah, I started using remote play, and it was perfect for the game. It was excellent.
Because the controls are very easy.
Yeah, I mean,
Very
it doesn't...
basic. You don't
It's
really
not
get-
like first-person Battlefield where you have to use L2 and R2 and all that shit. Child of Late.
Child of Late.
A late
Child of
child.
Light.
that
My
went to-
child of late has been back talking a lot more.
Child of Light. You really need to check out this game if you're into anything RPG, anything
not.
JRPG. Even if you're not into that stuff and you want an excellent experience storytelling and a fantasy tale that will entrap you. I was going to say entrap.
entrance.
You will love this
Entrap?
game. Trust me.
Good.
It
Yeah.
will entrap you.
It'll entrap you, but in a good way.
You'll spend
It'll
like
torture your pleasure senses. I don't know.
10 hours into the game, and
I don't know.
there was even moments in the story where and it's the fact that it's poetic and it doesn't have like spoken dialogue, and I still at moments I got like really teary, like it hits you. And the soundtrack is another thing that I've got to talk about, because the soundtrack is fucking amazing. Get on that soundtrack. You want to know who composed it?
Please.
It's like Koa de Pirate. That's her name.
Koa de Pirate?
It's on Spotify.
Oh, right.
So just look that up. Koa de Pirate. I don't know. I'm not going to spell it out because I don't remember it myself, but it's beautiful. He's going to look at it.
He's going to check the internet's pronunciation.
Seriously, get on that soundtrack. It's wonderful as well, and it really adds to the experience.
Really
so that's been judged. Child of Light 9.4. Check out the full written review, geekbomb.net. Let's move on to the drop. The new segment. The segment of new with new segment.
So, what's the segment again?
It's where we talk about what we
We're
want
just
to see
talking
this week.
what we're looking forward to this week.
Oh, that's right.
Which is the drop.
Yes.
So it's... May I? So it's Koa de Pirate. So
I was right.
C-O-E, like, squished together, and O and an E squished
Is
together.
that how you pronounce that?
Koa
de Pirate.
Koa de Pirate.
This is horrifying.
So she's French. So C-O-E squashed together. You are...
I don't think that's how you pronounce
space
always what's
D.
together. I think it's
Alright,
like a
hang on.
weird pronunciation. It's like A or something, like... I
Care
don't
de
know.
Pirate? I don't know.
C de Pirate?
How do you
It's fine.
pronounce...
Andy, to distract you from trying to
It
figure
It
that
really
damn thing out,
doesn't
what is your drop this week, Andy G?
I'll do mine.
Yeah.
Damn it. I was trying to get him away from it.
He's not going to get away
No,
from
he
it.
won't.
He's going to keep doing
He's
it.
persistent.
Okay, I'm super excited for the next Game of Thrones. I can't wait for it. I'm very excited. Movies. The only thing I know that's coming out is Godzilla. And games. I don't have a game because I don't know what's coming out soon. So
Cool. Well, this week's pretty crazy TV-wise because it's got like we've got the Arrow finale, there's the Marvel finale. I think even like the 100 and stuff are all ending. So
Why is
those
the
are gonna
100
be
ending?
for the season? For the series.
100 ending.
I think
How
so,
many
for the
goddamn
series,
episodes are in the
surely.
damn thing?
This season...
It would be up to the end, wouldn't it?
No, it's only had like 10 episodes.
Yeah, that's
So
what I
that's
thought.
like it's like the time when all the shows end.
I don't think so.
It
hasn't-
could
it's not
just have a
really
short
wrapping up.
It
season.
could have it or mid
Yeah, mid-break,
Like it'll
yeah,
have
yeah.
surely it'll have a
Aw.
mid break. Anyway, so everything's ending because as it does, and then I'm always depressed when everything ends, and then they
I
bring
think it
up
might be
the next stuff.
like we,
So,
like we,
so-
or it's like onomatopoeia. After the P, it's ia.
yeah, so I thought it was
Onomatopoeia.
pronounced a bit weird.
I don't know.
Anyway, it's not relevant.
It's fine.
So all of the TV finales, obviously Game of Thrones and Orphan Black, those are getting a bit intense as well. But those you don't need to wait for the finale because every episode is intense like the finale, which is
Yeah.
great.
I still need to catch up.
I want to see Godzilla as well. What else movie-wise is coming out? I don't know. any
Nothing
other
else
movies.
really.
There's no games this week, really, is there either?
Not really.
That's about it then.
Oh, the
TV.
new DLC for Outlast came out.
Fucking damn it.
Did you get that off
Oh,
the
did
list?
you?
Yeah.
Oh no, I've been watching PewDiePie and Markiplier play.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you literally read that off my list.
No, I didn't. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I didn't
I'll
Okay,
realize.
Toby, what are you looking forward to?
Okay, I'll do the movie and game first because that's already been told. First of all, check out Godzilla. Bryan Cranston's in it. You should know about this by now. Check that shit out.
Excited.
And the DLC for Outlast is out for PS4 and
Oh,
PC.
that is what you put out.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Called
But-
Whistleblower.
And for TV, Rosemary's Baby.
Baby.
Every time.
You can't speak.
Rosemary's Baby is out, and it's a 4 1-hour episode miniseries that I'm really keen to see. So that premieres this week.
I think there's a couple of other TV premieres. I cannot remember what they are.
Too bad. Andy.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. That's finishing this week. And also Arrow, I think, is finishing
I
this
just
week
said
as well.
this.
Oh,
Are you
sorry.
just repeating everything that I just said?
Yeah.
See, this is because you're being
Arrow
involved on your
It's
phone.
Yeah, sorry. Cure de Pirate. I don't know.
It's the end of the spring season for TV, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Um,
So then we'll summer.
Yeah,
we'll
our
see some
autumn,
good
then
things.
spring. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to those this week. They're going to be awesome.
I think we should have a dedicated... Actually, probably the next episode should be dedicated to the finales of Arrow and Marvel, because those are huge.
We'll put them at the end of our
Why don't we
judgment.
just build the theme around it?
Alright. So what, finales
GG.
episode
Yeah.
or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. Is that it?
Think about it.
Yes.
Yeah.
it?
Like, do you think it like stretches out? We can talk about if it stretches out to the finale too much, or
Yeah.
yeah, cool. We can do that.
New
Yeah.
questions to
Yeah.
choke into the discussion topic next week.
If you have any ideas about discussion topics
Yeah.
for TV finales, Yeah.
Tweet us at.
I'll put them
Or
in the
put them in the
below.
comments. Comments below. Yeah, what was that? You're like the Twitter bird? Tweet us at!
Pretty much.
You didn't say where to tweet us. Geek Mythology
Yeah.
at Geek Mythology PC.
Yeah, no, because I stopped because Andy kept talking.
PC!
Andy kept talking, so I stopped.
Alright.
Anywho, if you want to check us out on the individual Twitters,
No, start with the group stuff, surely.
Yeah, group first.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah,
do
group.
whatever you want.
And then we can talk
See
about
that? My
Lul's
look was like,
change
fuck
as
you.
well.
Do whatever
I'm a
you
new
want.
one.
Yeah.
okay, first of all, you can check out our whole thing on the tweet world at Geek Mythology PC. Our website's www.geek-mythology.net.
Yeah.
Our YouTube, which you might be on if you're watching us, unless it's like, I don't know.
And if you're not and you're listening and you want to go back and figure out everything that just happened that we didn't say out loud, you can watch this.
Yeah.
Just like on
You
double
can watch
speed.
all the creepy looks, all the lack
All
of
the
Andy G puns this week.
The lack of anyone
Pun
looking at the
jokes.
camera because Toby's only looking at Andrew.
I'm like the only one looking at the camera now. I'll probably
looking
look
occasionally.
back.
No,
I'm
no,
looking
it's
at
good.
the camera all the time.
Yeah.
This is
I
a
give
new
it a
thing
flick.
for us. We're a bit of a noob with the camera.
I'm a noobs. I'm a
But
noob.
yeah, of course, if you did enjoy this podcast, video podcast, we'll be posting video and audio
Yeah.
podcasts from
Like
now
it,
on.
share it, subscribe.
Yes, please
Psych?
subscribe.
Anyway,
I said
what's
psych.
the YouTube thing?
www.youtube.com/user/geek mythology.
You
Yeah,
just
just
say Geek Mythology.
search.
It puts
Just
user in
YouTube
itself.
search Geek Mythology.
youtube.com/geek mythology PC. You suck because you
Geek
got it
Mythology,
wrong.
PC, whatever.
All of these links are on our websites and Facebook. They all link to each other.
Our Facebooks. We
Which
have
means-
multiple. We have Geek Mythology 1, 2, 3 podcast for HD
Don't confuse
videos
people.
and standard definition videos.
Anyway, now we'll get to the personal ones, and we have some exciting news.
Yep, two
It's
new-
exciting to be here.
Two
This
new
on this.
Twitters.
Yes, we have 2 new Twitter handles /
Gamer tags.
Gamer tags
Did you change
Not
your
gamer
name to
tags.
this
that?
week.
I can't because I'm on
Well,
PlayStation.
Everything is changed. Everything.
Yeah.
It's not LEL 90 anymore.
Old
No.
Lil R90.
Cool. Well, at least it's the same on everything.
Tara,
So don't tell your
Everything.
what
Oh,
is
yeah.
your Twitter?
Oh,
You
you
can-
yeah, we need to do. There's a story behind it.
Yeah, we'll
This
get
is
it
why I
when we
bring
get
up-
there.
Alright,
Okay.
We'll get
What
there.
I do is
Take a chill pill.
there you go.
Chill strip, chillax.
I'm so sorry, everyone, for being
No,
dumb.
it's too chill.
Okay, if
Just
you
too
want
chill.
to, if you want to see more
Too
from
chill.
me, you can check me out on Twitter at Tazpants, or on like the Xboxes and the PlayStations are the same thing, or you can hit up geekbomb.net where you can see all the articles that I write and things that I do.
And I'm
People that you see.
Sorry,
Oh, wait, did I just interrupt you?
you did.
I'm really
Oh,
sorry.
that was
Terrible.
So awful.
You are the
Being
worst.
interrupted.
I am at the Granger Zone / the Granger Zone. Search the
Granger
Granger
with an
Zone.
I.
GRAINGER. Yep,
Spell that out.
Yeah.
the Granger Zone.
Spelling out other things though. Okay.
So I'm not sure how to how's the best way for me to say it. So it's Neon Wanderer, capital N, capital W.
you don't have to put
You don't have to
capitals
put
in.
capitals in there.
No.
Okay,
but-
so I don't know. Okay, and then the second E is a 3.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
confusing.
So right after the D,
So it's-
chuck in a 3
It's actually
there.
Neon Wand 3
E,
Rur.
3 R.
Yeah, 3
3
row.
3 R. But how did you come up with that name?
Oh, Wanderer is from Fallout because you are the Wanderer.
Really? I thought Wanderer was from Western Sydney.
Yeah, so did I.
No.
I went. My brain went football.
No, it's
Football.
Neon Vegas Wanderer Fallout
Cool.
3 Vegas.
Nice.
But also,
Yeah.
I would describe your personality as neon-y.
I'm neon-y.
Okay.
I don't know. But
Whatever
no,
that
Wanderer is not
Like, it's
in
bright and fun and...
relation to my support for the Western Sydney Wanderers.
it's
even
just a
though
cool
they're
Now
fucking
it's got double
amazing.
meaning now. But they
Yeah.
still don't have
Oh, and
anything
you
to
saw
prove.
that the wand parts like Harry Potter.
Neon
Mm.
Wand?
Yes. Neon
Three
Wand.
row.
One,
3 row.
3 row.
3 rah.
That's Lel's
But it's Neon
individual
Wanderer,
Twitter
yeah.
handle.
Oh, and it's
And
for my
gamer tag.
Xbox, PlayStation, IGN,
Wait, PlayStation?
YouTube. Mhm.
How did you change it on PlayStation? Did you make a new one?
I made it. I didn't have any. I had like 3 trophies and fucking
Trophies.
trophies.
Hey, you can't
I
talk.
wonder.
I know, that's why I'm so
trophies.
happy.
You
Someone
can't
else did
talk. Come on.
Okay.
Alright.
Keep going.
Are you good?
Toby.
Finished now. Everyone's
Toby
just...
is no longer Coda 08.
No
Or
longer will you
liberation.
have to. Will you have to go KODAZEROEIGHT? Now you'll
we have
have
a
to
word
go.
that nobody can pronounce. Yeah.
After much deliberation with Tazpants,
I had nothing to do with this name. My ideas are really
Separating yourself from it
My
as
idea-
much as possible.
but the idea I wanted to have was Obi-Wan Kenobi.
That would have been awesome.
That
And it
is
wasn't taken on
fucking
Twitter.
What are you doing?
No.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Obi-Wan Kenobi. Come on, man.
I know, right?
That's brilliant.
No.
That's amazing. You should
Oh.
To
change
put a
it to Toby
buzzkill
and then
on
be that.
my actual Twitter handle, it is Lemuria calling.
Wow.
Lemuria calling. Normal spelling. No numbers.
Someone's
gotta
gonna
take that. Somebody's gonna take that.
We need to. I'll make it before
Yeah.
this airs.
Just
Yeah.
be that douchebag that like you were sending me things to, like
all of the
Tobias
names
and
that
all
I
this.
wanted, they had like 2 tweets on all of these fucking handles that had been taken.
Anyway,
Everyone
that's
can
my
type
individual
this
Twitter. I'm really glad I could finally change it to something that's a little bit less annoying to spell.
But
This-
it's still annoying to spell.
So-
Because if you said
Lemuria, so
Lemuria, I'd be like,
Lemur.
what?
Yeah, so it's a Child of Light reference.
It is, but it's not the fact that I love the game and it's my 3rd favorite game.
That's
Dead Island was like,
hashtag.
God damn you guys. Anywho, it's not the fact that it's my 3rd favorite game of all time.
Mhm.
It's the fact that Toby Scythe was not good enough. Or Obi-Wan Kenobi. I was
Obi-Wan
like, nope.
Kenobi is brilliant.
That's amazing. Why
Yeah.
can't I have a 3 in my name though? Why is
Why-
it?
why
Because
can't
it's-
you have a
why-
You can't make
why is
it. It's
3
really,
bad?
it's really frustrating
It's
to
so
like
leet.
say. Because then you go like, if you want to tell someone which handle, you have to go. It's Neon Wanderer, but
The
the
second
second
E
E
is
is a 3.
That's fine.
Yeah, it's not as. I mean,
You
it's
just need to
fine.
show people more often than. What's wrong with you?
I'm frightened it's
Um,
gonna jump out at me.
It's
Useless
okay.
monsters.
It's just like our Twitter handle is like a brand. If you ever become someone that like, you know, you look at like Tobuscus or someone who has Tobuscus, and you're like, that's a word that's really easy. It's complete. You can't
but-
spell it wrong, and then it's also
You can
a brand.
spell it wrong.
You can.
Tobiscus.
Yeah, you
Or
can.
Tobiscuit.
But it's like
What about like Markiplier?
Synonymous
That
with
one's
who?
kind of
Who?
Markiplier.
Who is that?
Never mind then. He's
Okay.
on YouTube.
and
Alright.
ones that like are recognizably
would know
used
him.
are great too. So like Granger Zone, Granger clearly
The Granger
Andrew,
Zone.
Taz Pants, Taz being my nickname works.
And Neon Wanderer. Second E's a 3. That's fine. That's all you gotta say.
And
Yeah, you can say it, you just don't want to, okay?
Lemuma.
Or if you want to tweet at Obi-Wan Kenobi, which exists now, and say how shitty his other handle is. and
That's
how
right,
much he should
yeah.
switch.
Obi-Wan
But the
Kenobi's
problem
so
is
bad.
maybe we have to
Hashtag
switch once I
Obi-Wan
took it.
Kenobi and say
It'd have to be
shit.
like Obi-Wan Kenobi in. That's the hashtag.
But if I take
No, just
if
Obi-Wan
I take the
Kenobi.
Twitter handle, you won't be able to ever use it.
No,
That's
so
fine.
you need to get him to
No,
take
I
it.
can
Good luck
take
with
it,
that.
Oh,
and then I just have to let it go. And
I was
he
gonna
has to
tell
get
you
it.
a funny story.
Oh, you can do that?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So I changed my Twitter and everything else gamertag name thing.
Mhm.
I changed that yesterday.
Yeah.
Was it
Yes.
yesterday? Okay. So
Or day before.
day before. And yesterday, my boyfriend and I were driving, and I was like, "Oh, I got a new Twitter handle. It's a Neon Wanderer." And he goes, "Oh, is that your nerd thing that you do?" And I was like,
The roles have been reversed.
"No,
Yeah.
it's not
No,
the nerd
it's-
thing. Like, no, he just doesn't. He just doesn't
I'm just
know."
going for
And I'm
stereotypes
like,
right now.
"Oh."
Yeah, that's very sexual stereotypical
Not
of it,
even.
Toby.
Not even.
Why do the roles need
That's
to be
what-
reversed?
that happens
The
to
roles
all the
are
Because it happens all the
equal.
time.
People call me a nerd. Like all of the people at JMC are like such a nerd tire. I'm like,
No,
yeah,
but
I
he
know.
thought.
Yeah, but they're not saying like,
Geek Mythology was called
it's
Neon
so
Wanderer.
surprising that you're such a nerd because you're a girl. They're like, you're such a nerd because you're a nerd.
Like I've said what the podcast is called like a billion times. It's
And he
Geek
still doesn't
Mythology,
know.
and he's like, Neon Wanderer, is that your nerd thing that you do? Like, no, it's not.
Cool.
Yeah.
Anywho, this has been
Such a
the
supportive
Neon
boyfriend.
Wanderer podcast, episode 14.
Yeah! Second is a 3.
Oh, no, we have a sign off tonight.
Oh yeah, we do.
Yeah.
We're not getting to that yet. Oh shit.
Yeah,
Yes,
we're
we
doing
are,
it now.
we're ready.
Yeah,
We're ready.
yeah, we've
For-
arrived.
To finish
We're
the
getting back
podcast,
to Jadenisms. Special for
one of the
our-
most popular segments
YouTube-
in our Geek
YouTube
Mythology
watchers.
episode 1.
We had thousands
Because
of
we
people
never did
calling
anything
us
else.
in, asking us for more.
Yeah,
So
they're
we
like,
brought
where
back.
did it go? Our viewership has been slipping since we let Jadenisms go.
The
So
whole
explain
first episode.
What it is? Because
And you know what? That's
Jainism is
actually
very-
true, by the way.
Really?
Like, yeah,
Oh, it's
episode
just
1
we
is the
haven't-
most
we haven't been
downloaded.
promoting shit last
Episode
few
1
weeks.
has been the most downloaded episode.
Oh well.
It's the longest. It's been there the longest.
Yeah.
No.
Okay,
makes
let's
sense.
do
Because
Jainism.
Jainisms are gone.
So
Jainism.
Jadenisms are tweets made by Jaden Smith, son of Will Smith, and
Son of
prophet
Jesus.
of the Lord. Yeah.
Our Lord and Savior.
Prophet
Tree
of our
Hugger
Lord and
Man,
Savior,
Lord and
Jaden
Savior.
Smith.
Yeah.
Smith Jaden.
All
Yes, please.
hail. All
So,
hail Jaden.
Hail Smith.
as is written in the book of Jaden,
To end the podcast.
Okay, are you ready for this
was
uplifting
almost-
message of the day?
Yes.
When you live your whole life in a prison, freedom can be so dull.
Amen.
End.
That was horrifying.
Do you want another one?
Yeah, no.
Wait.
No, we should just end with that.
Let my brain
we should end
soak
with
that
this.
up.
That is horrifying, and then it cuts. Yeah.
Okay, that's it. That's done.
Cool.
All right.